Hello, and we are back for part 2 of Empire of the Lost NxT, week 10, which I actually don't think I even said at the beginning of this game. Oh
No,
yeah,
you didn't.
because I was too mad at you
Yeah, you
guys.
did.
No.
Yeah, you were way too mad. Blinded by fury.
We're frustrated.
Pure mad.
Ugh.
Ash traded places with me for a sec. It was weird.
Yeah.
So, as we get back into the game, you had time to fully disclose the information that Raya was given about your situation and how the help Utab. Utab? Am I thinking of that person?
Todd.
Yeah.
You're talking about
Hutad
Yapple.
was planning to give the group on their trek north to the tower, or the spire, that you guys have grown to call it. Also the name of the nothing. But all that aside, as you've been sitting in here, Kohil has been patiently standing there, arms crossed at the door, waiting for all of you to get your phylacteries straight and your decision processes made, while sitting there quietly, observing, analyzing, and keeping silent notes to himself as the scene opens back up in the room once again.
Astron kind of gives Akiyama some puppy dog eyes, holding his jaw.
I don't know if I even should, honestly. You kind of deserve that one.
Come on, that hurts.
Actually, if we're looking for another fight, there are a fair number of us that could use some help.
And I've already looked at all of your injuries.
I know.
Not Riot.
I'm saying,
I
Listen,
did
you.
that immediately.
Yeah.
I'm saying
you
it's
did?
looking
Oh.
towards the man with his arms.
I'm still in a bad way.
But yeah, I suppose I would stabilize Astron.
Thank you.
As Rykor looks towards Kohil, his face doesn't seem to change or react much, as once he sees Rykor looking at him. Is that a request for healing?
If you please.
That shall not be a difficult feat. Who do you need healed?
Everybody.
It's quite obvious.
Not me.
Not to be rude, but I could do with some healing, please, sir.
He
I wouldn't
gestures. Go ahead, Rykor.
I wouldn't mind a top off myself.
He gestures to the golden bath.
Astron slithers over and just rests in the bath. Is there like a special healing thing for this, or?
Kodas! Shafik! He says in a harsh language as the two boxes would open up, as the two gishes would come out, as they would be looking towards the door, seeing Kohil before shivering some man taking on the feminine appearances again. They would bow their heads deeply, the metal bands drooping in front of them as he looks towards you guys. They will be able to do the job.
Cool.
Exactly comfortable with the whole kind of slavery thing.
Are you comfortable with anything?
I'm comfortable at home and not in horrible planes of death.
To be fair, furry one, your needs and comfortability are not paramount here. Keep them
Layman's terms.
to
No one gives a
yourself.
shit.
Well said.
So,
Is
who
this,
wants... Yes.
Is this like a one-person bath, or is it like a big kind of bathhouse type deal?
It's enough to fit most of you, excluding the big people in it at the same time.
I mean, actually,
Oh.
I would go in because
I guess we have to wait.
because don't want to get the nice clothes all wet. Got like no spare clothes.
Yeah, I'll
Keep
wait
them
till
clean.
a few people are done. Because Hatad gave a timeline for this trap, as you call it, I'm guessing that means he knows they won't have the tome on them. He intended for us to storm the Nothing while they were in transit. However, it does seem to me that it could be prudent to meet this foe head-on outside of their territory, rather than taking the chance that they may come back while they're still there.
You want to plan an ambush?
If it depends on if you all agree or have any other ideas.
Oh, I mean, I can only do so much, considering me. I mean, I'm sure our bow user can do a few things, but plus we don't even know exactly what they're going to be transiting with, whether it's going to be like a horse and buggy, or whether he just teleports to the place and he has to wait like 5 hours in the place before he realizes. I don't really know. Question,
It might be smarter to avoid him altogether.
question, Ash, because I remember
At
you.
least as much as possible.
Question, Ash. I remember you describing this, but I'm not sure whether that was just for the cinematic purposes or if we actually saw. Did you say that the dragon flew to the spire? The tower? The one that we're going to?
The dragon flew to the castle,
Castle. Okay.
and there was no dragon. It was the...
Wyvern. Whatever
Yes.
it was. Yeah. Okay. So it was the castle, not here. Okay, good.
Well, if you're worried about not having your magic, didn't Raya say that you would have it back when we left?
Yeah, it's not the magic I'm worried about. Even considering my abilities, they're not necessarily for ambush purposes. I'm mainly there to hinder people in the heat of battle, so I wouldn't be able to help in any sort of surprise attack. That's my point. I'm not really there to ambush.
I don't think I'd be much help either in an ambush sense.
I wouldn't be exactly any help in an ambush. In fact, I would probably make things worse.
Yeah.
You would
Plus-
just be the healer.
Do you know exactly how this person comes to here in his tower, sir? I look to the thing, to the bold prince at the door.
No.
Okay,
There
have you seen
not
him?
been contact between us in the spire
Okay.
longer than my lifespan. There has been stalemate. That cape, our leaders, from coming to terms.
And
I see.
what's that about? Difference in belief?
Land.
Suppose it's the same anyway, you go.
Yeah, guess so. Okay, so no help there. Are we sure we want to try and ambush him, or do we just want to get the tome and try and bamf out?
Exactly want to try ambushing it.
Does it? Oh. Doesn't Rasslin want him dead though?
He wants the tome specifically.
Hey,
He
Ryslin wants the
Toby
tome.
doesn't
He doesn't
want him
care
dead.
much about the other guy.
he'd like it if we would kill him. That would kind of be a bonus for him. But the main mission is the tome.
I say we just try to get the tome without killing it. Him, them, whatever.
And once
Yeah,
again,
it is
as you
true.
I
speak
agree
I
about
with
think
this,
I've had.
once you speak of this line of ideas, you hear again.
What's so funny?
Do you have any input?
The idea that you five, could kill Ubertab and Wartab.
That's why
Yes,
we're not going to
thank
do that.
you. You've made
Okay.
your point.
We're going to avoid doing that.
So I mean, even though you haven't had any contact with him, his power, the stories of his power, reach even to you.
It does not take one of my stature to have enough intelligence to know if someone exists that holds my lord's want for land. They must be fearsome.
That's actually a fair point.
The Baron of the
Wait,
Spire,
who's?
the Baron of the Flame, and the Lord of the Swamp have been fighting for land for many, many cycles.
Really? Baron of the Swamp.
Lord
Huh.
of the
Lord.
Swamp.
Lord of the Swamp.
Not a very
Wonder who that could be.
nice sounding title, to be honest. Can't really think of anyone who'd want to be called Lord of a Swamp.
This is something
Well-
that you will not want to say to his name once you return with your mission, if you live.
Oh yes, I'm very aware of that. He's quite intense.
Put it lightly.
But
So,
if we
go on.
intend on going to the tower, then we should make haste.
I believe so.
have they already sent the message, or are they waiting for us to leave?
The message will take time to receive. After it's received and they make way, I assume you will have whatever hours the Lord told you you would have.
See, that
Sure.
means we can at least take our time a little bit.
Shouldn't we go ahead and make our way? We don't know how long it'll take to get there.
We don't
Yeah.
know what route he will take either.
If he's even taking a route.
Yeah.
I think it would be smarter, considering how much we don't know,
To
if we
wait
don't
it out.
leave until we know he's on the way,
All right.
or has at least received the message.
As you guys are going over this, Akiyama, Asteron, and Raikor, the Gish women would work your muscles and bodies, cleaning you with this water and using a lather that you've never smelt before. And after being washed with it, its properties seem to be what's the word? I forget the word for medicinally
Yeah.
good.
Rejuvenating?
Yeah, that works. And those washed. Full healed.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, son. Too bad I can't fit in there.
Even though the only health I lost was because my maximum health increased, meaning I technically didn't have full health.
Too bad you guys didn't take the bath before going to the fight.
Yeah.
Hey, I did, but I was at full health. So
You
Yeah,
didn't let
so-
them wash you.
True. You
That's
did.
true.
And then I was at full health, so it didn't matter for me.
Nope.
Alright, after that, Astron would slither. Astron would slither out, say, Right, you really need to try that. It is really rejuvenating.
I'm only gonna get in once there's
Yeah.
actually room for me.
Very nice, thank you. But actually, I was gonna leave you because it's a nice bath, and everything outside is horrible hellscape. This is a safe place.
Even though it's Gish
Horrible
that
death
are
and
bathing
destruction. Hooray.
You said Akiyama's not getting out?
Not yet, no.
Okay. Is Riker getting out?
Yeah. Thank you, girls. It's been a pleasure. And get stressed.
you. Rykor, master of words.
Now there is enough room for
Stop being a
Raya.
cinnamon roll!
And a cinnamon roll.
Alright, I'm gonna strip and get in.
Die.
Also, Rykor, your con damage was healed.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Do you have a plan for when you want to leave? Once you have decided this, it makes it much easier for me to plan my day accordingly.
No, I want you to fucking stand there all day long. No.
Okay.
No.
I need
No.
that to be a meme! No!
No.
Alright.
Everything.
So clearly we're probably not gonna be a match for this man or this thing, two heads.
You okay
So
there?
I'm gonna say
No. I'm not.
yeah, thank you for the chuckle. So I'm gonna say that we're as Raya dies in the bath.
I inhaled my root
Opposite
beer.
of which now.
You're not supposed to swallow the
Went
bath
into
water.
my lungs. Oh god.
So I'm gonna say that we avoid that. Hopefully he doesn't have to come with them and would leave it back at the tower.
Right. So I suppose we're waiting till we know the message is sent or received, and then we head off.
How long? Sorry, go on.
I think we're thinking the same thing. How long out from here is the nothing?
Yep, there we go.
How long till when?
How long until we reach the nothing from here? How long's the journey? Do you have any idea?
The nothing on foot for your kind, I suggest, shall be a trip.
Oh,
Latter of an end cycle. Or, in your words, 5 to 6 hours.
Okay,
can't that just
so
be like down the road?
No.
Not.
so in that case, how about we make way over to there within, doing the 5 hours. Tell them to wait 5 hours before sending the message. They send the message. We wait it out until something. Hopefully, we'll be able to see when he leaves, and then we head in.
I think that's as good a plan as any. I don't have anything better.
Yeah. The only problem is if he teleports, we
won't
would have no
know.
idea. Yeah, we wouldn't know.
Well, we pick a set amount of time to wait and go in after that.
Meanwhile,
I
from the
think that's
bath.
good.
My lord, lady, are you fine? You really shouldn't try to drink us.
Ash, please. Please. Is this what I
love
get
it.
for inhaling root beer while on
Yeah.
stream?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is.
You're not supposed to inhale root beer.
That's what you get for not muting yourself.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I was dying.
Too bad.
Die while muted.
Make sure, guys, don't drink Gish.
Yep.
I love it. I can't. I love it.
Ignore their
Oh my
attractiveness. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Yep. Okay, so I guess that's the plan. Do your people have any sort of communication system that you can use outside of, like able to talk and people away from you can hear? I forget the term. Long distance communication. There we go. Instant long distance communication.
He
Anything
shakes
like
his
that?
head.
Yeah, I figured. Guys, more of the in the person, in the now type of people than any of that fancy plancy stuff. All right, yeah, that makes sense. How fast do you think the message will reach the
What?
spire?
Once it is sent, it shall take no more than 1 hour of your time for our
Okay.
trackers to send the message.
All right.
So we should really head out as soon as it's sent.
Well,
Yes.
should we head out as soon as it's sent, or should we head out, have them wait for us? Like, have them wait a few hours, then send it, and we can wait an hour and see if he comes out, so we can see him coming out and know that he's out.
Yeah,
I think we
That,
should
that
probably
way
go and.
sounds like it'd give
Yeah.
us time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
All right. So is that going to be our plan? Head out, have them wait, and then send it after a few hours. We'll just wait in hiding if we can hide.
If it's going to take 5 or 6 hours to get there, then maybe they wait, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours till they send it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll take an
Yeah.
hour to transmit, and then hopefully we'll be right at or right near the tower at that point.
Hopefully.
Is that your decision?
Yep.
Finally, he says as he unclasps his hands from behind his back and walks away.
Look, our lives are on the line. Damn it! Have some respect. Gosh.
No!
As soon as the door shuts. Thank God.
No.
No.
Can't we just stay here for a bit longer and not have to go out there?
Do you want to get home?
Yeah.
As the Gish are
Then no.
massaging her head.
We can't stay here.
Hi, girls. Is there like a bathroom anywhere? Nice private area for me to do my business.
They incline their head as they point to one of their boxes.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Tis the chamber pot for the room.
You poor things!
Can we take them with us?
Oh my god!
Can we?
Can we take them?
so bad.
God, you want to bring them into where we're going?
It'd be better than leaving them here.
I mean, You think it would be better than literally living in shit?
Yeah.
Is this Raya saying this?
No. No. You
Then I'll
wish.
say it. It'll
You
be
fucking
better
wish.
than them living in shit.
Fayana says that.
Yes.
What? Why even do that? That seems pointlessly cruel.
Look, you're biased. You don't get an opinion.
No, I think he's speaking up for the fact that they're living in a chamber pot.
I'm biased. How?
Yeah, like I think he's like you're
What
speaking up for the
exactly are
fact
you
that they're living
saying
in.
was cruel?
I thought, my bad.
What did you say was cruel, Alfie?
Just being in that position is pointlessly cruel.
In the chamber pot.
I heard something else. My bad. I'll retract that statement.
We are in an entirely different place. It would be folly to take our notions, what is and isn't right and wrong, and apply them to another realm.
No, that's just pointlessly cruel.
To be fair, yeah.
Now
I mean,
in this
I'm not.
situation, I'm just right, they're wrong. They're just completely wrong.
Yeah, I will. Coming as a demon, I feel like that is pointlessly cruel. Not to say that I'm going to say we should take them with us, because that's
Fuck
gonna
culture.
cause a lot.
I'm right. You're wrong.
Exactly. But gosh, like they don't even give you guys like a jar.
Leah would just kind of shake her head as Nora just kind of has her head down during this and keeping her head like blocked between you guys looking at her as she's just scrubbing Raya's back.
Why can't you just be in the room? Just normally.
Because we are only placed here when needed.
Oh, these poor
Can
girls.
we just snatch them? Can we do
can't.
that?
Can't do that. So are you normally in the chamber pots and only called out when
Surely they
needed,
can fit in
or are
someone's
you in
backpack.
another place completely from this room?
She would think, as she would turn to Nora and speak in a language that sounds similar to like water popping in a pot. As she would look to Leah and say something in a low tone that Raya, you hear first since she's right behind you. It's been about 200 cycles. As Leah would turn back and say, I think the last time we were let out was around a month ago.
Okay.
Ryan, they listen to you. Can't you just ask to have them and just let them out?
Or at the very least, give them a better home, like a good-looking jug or jar. Because I don't think they're gonna let their slaves out. I think the
I mean,
best.
do you really think that they would, if they're not going to let their slaves go, do you really think that they're going to give them better? It's
Fair
not
enough,
even housing.
They listen to you.
Could you at least
Barely.
ask? It's the least
I
we
can
could
try.
do.
I can try. Sure. I have a feeling they won't listen.
Just try. I don't.
I can try.
Make something up. Say.
No, don't
They
make
have
something
or whatever said
She
so.
She is a terrible liar, Mr. Priest. I don't think. I think keeping it as straight as possible, while smoothing it out, I feel like might be the best option for her. Trying to be clever is not this one's strong suit.
What is Riker saying to this situation?
He's just confused about Raya being worried about these guys since she was okay with leaving Smokey on the battlefield because he'd slow us down. wants to take these guys with us.
Smokey was dead! He was a dead corpse!
Hey, you're not in Riker's head. You don't get a chance to make up for your follies. So what does Riker do during this?
Oh my god.
Just, I mean, seeing that everyone else wants to try to help these guys, and he's not opposed to helping people, but it's just he's just gonna hang back and just kind of remind everyone we have a goal here. Let's not get too distracted.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't want to know that the Gish that have.
But if
I mean,
we
like,
can, should we?
I mean, think about it this way. How about we say we phrase it like, I don't want to know that the slaves that are touching me and bathing me have been living in a toilet. I mean, like,
We could
I
ask the-
feel like that's kind of something
It
that should
seems-
go.
Astron, I'm sorry, you're not offensive enough. Can you step it up a little bit? You're
Oh.
running it like a 100. I require a 200.
Okay, I'm trying to change my ways. Damn it!
Whatever the methods, it seemed to work for me. I feel much better.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. Right, Mr. Rykor, Mr. High and Mighty, Mr. Rykor is so easily swayed by just, oh yeah, slaves. Yeah, it's bad, but you know they bathe me.
As I said, this is a foreign place to us.
Yeah, and they're completely wrong.
That's very basic.
Yeah, but I'm right, they're wrong, I don't
turn to
care.
Girls, and just look right at them and say, "Is it horrible here?"
Which one are you doing it to?
Both of them.
One's like behind you, the other's in front of you, so just pick one.
The one that talks more.
Leah.
I thought that was Nora.
No, Nora's the shy one.
Oh, I thought
You said last game that Leah was the shy one.
I could have sworn you did.
Hold on, I wrote it down in my
Yeah,
notes. Let
it
me
was a
see.
mistake.
Oh, it was a mistake.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, Leah then.
She looks at you and I thought it was clear from the first time it was brought up. No, this is not a preferable location.
I'm right, they're wrong. See?
Like, I mean, like, Astro understands, you know, places have, you know, slavery, like, it's a means of, you know, culture. I just feel like putting them in a chamber pot, like, as Akiyama said, needlessly cruel. I feel like just putting them in a nice jug would be nice.
Or just not having them here at all.
I feel like that's pushing the envelope. I feel like
I
that's
don't
pushing.
even see what they actually need them for.
I'm going to
Yes.
ask Leah again. Would you rather leave?
She looks at you, but doesn't say anything at first before saying, I'm happy where I am. As she's saying this, she's trying to, like, make movements with her face to suggest otherwise. I need you to roll sense motive.
Can I roll sense motive? I'm also still in the bath.
You are also still in the bath.
The
You
biggest sense motive.
You can obviously see it's
Oh
a
no,
lie.
what happened? What? Wait, what?
Oh no,
Oh.
Raya's too dumb. Oh no.
No, my character sheet disappeared. I think I closed it
Yeah, but
accidentally.
you're still too dumb.
I am too dumb. I am literally too dumb.
Roll it anyway, just for the fuck of it.
Where is it? There it is. This is gonna be great, guys.
Oh yeah,
I know
she's-
everything.
Negative 2.
Oh yeah, she surely likes it here. Why would you think anything different?
Exactly.
Obviously, she thinks it's great.
You think she's having
yeah,
a
but
fantastic time with it.
Oh god.
So anyway,
What does Akiyama,
Ast-
what does
Astro's
Akiyama
gonna-
think?
I already said what Akiyama thought.
Yeah, we already said, right? I thought, like, obviously they fucking hate it here, and it's
Oh.
pretty blatant. But
Master-
see that just proves it. Just ask to see if you can get them out of here.
Astron pokes his head out of the door, opening the door. Hello, can anyone come in here for a second?
The guy that smashed
Really?
you is just
Now?
standing there at guard looking at you.
Oh, hi again. Can you come in here for a second?
Astron, why?
Now?
Why are you like
Okay.
this?
All right.
He would turn to look at you, but he's not going in.
Okay, can you get someone else to come in? It's kind of urgent.
He would snort his nose once more as he would turn to the other of his kind that's standing at the other end of the door. Say
Oh,
something
hi.
in their language before walking off.
Cool, thank you. He closes the door. All right, someone's coming, so let's get our argument straight. So,
I want them. Can I have them?
is
Basically, like, we could ask if they could come with us on the journey.
I don't think they're gonna let them do that.
Well,
We could ask.
again,
if
they seem to-
Raya could ask.
yeah, they seem to like Raya a lot. They seem to be giving a lot of things to Raya for
Oh, they do not like me.
no reason I understand.
They do not like me.
I don't believe
They
that.
respect her.
Sure, they're weird about it, but they clearly like you in some regard.
I don't think that they're going to. I feel like that's pushing the envelope. I feel like that's saying, hey, can I just take something from you? Can I take this piece of property from you? Just like that. I don't think that. I mean, like, maybe if we led up to that, if she said, hey, can I borrow this bar of soap? And if they said yes, then maybe, okay. Can I borrow this jug? Okay, yes, alright. Can I borrow this slave? Like, I feel like if we led up to that, instead of just going straight for the slave.
No,
I feel like,
I
No.
don't see why.
we'll
She
try
could
it
just
anyway.
say they have.
There's no
could say-
reason not to try it.
You could say that they have been helping us so far. Can we take them on the journey with us?
I'm saying that if we go first for, can we get the slave, they might say no, and then feel offended, and then if we ask, then, okay, can they have better accommodations, they would already feel offended and just say no out of spite. I feel like if we started with the accommodation part and just left it there, we would at least help their situation, and we didn't just make it worse. Or just leave it at the status quo. That's my point.
Raya, what do you think we should do?
Why would you ask me?
I mean, that's just my 2 cents.
Do I look diplomatic?
Yeah, but they
With the
talk,
fiery
They
hair.
respect
just
them most.
talk to them.
I'm not saying that I won't.
In any case, is there like a closet in here? I just want some privacy for like just a second. I've been with these guys for like forever. Shh. I've been with these guys for like forever. I just need some privacy. Just need to have my own space for like a little bit. Do you two know a place I could do that?
They nod as they point to a area that goes into another part of this room that isn't a closet, but it's separated by walls at least.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go into the area. Is there like a door for me to close?
No, as you go in there, it's this giant room that is half filled by a giant bed. Filled with blankets, pillows, and all what manners of fantasticisms that a bed could have.
Okay, it's
Don't forget
it's
pillow
obscuring. So it's obscuring them by a wall, correct?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Why do I find this suspicious?
All right. How large is the bed?
About 20 feet by 30 feet.
Okay. How tall is it? I should ask.
About 3 feet.
Okay. Could I lie down so that my head and body are obscured?
Yes.
Okay. So there's a wall with the bed. And can I make a... I don't even know what to roll for this. Actually, you know what?
A hide.
Yeah, I could do
This
a
is
hide.
the weirdest, most awkward thing I have ever heard negotiated between player and DM.
So that's a 5. It's a 5 for hide. Am I...
We know exactly what's going on.
I don't know. You guys are making a spot,
I would love to.
but you're not. Would you have any inkling? Would you really want to make a spot? Do you really want to know where he's going?
Make your point.
No.
Damn it.
I mean, you would have to go into room first. You're still separated by a room.
So you'd have to walk in there.
You do it?
You're muted, Alfie.
Should I do a listen?
Nah, no way. I'd never leave the bath. The bath is safe.
Okay. So yeah, I'm in the room by myself, hiding very indiscriminately, and I'm gonna try to do a line of soul. Just
Oh.
Oh my god.
gonna open up the box. What do I see?
You see what looks like
Oh, baby.
3 small pebbles that are wrapped by linen cloth.
Okay, I'm gonna take out one of those pebbles. Alright, let's see. How do I... Alright, let's just, as I start opening up my mouth, doing the usual... Because I've eaten a soul, like, back in the Infernal Plane, correct? I know how this works for me.
You've never eaten a soul rock.
Okay, so, can I roll a Knowledge Demon? Or Knowledge Arcana? What would I roll for this?
No,
I'm gonna
you wanna
roll. I'm gonna roll a knowledge demon to
Roll
see
to
how I
eat.
know how to eat souls that don't come straight from bodies, or do come from bodies, like vessels. Because I'm assuming a soul I would eat from the infernal plane would be like an actual like
Just
soul.
roll, just
right?
roll, just roll.
I did. It's a 36.
Yeah. 36. You get the idea that you just open it up and you just inhale. Open up your mouth and inhale.
All right.
As you open up your mouth, you feel this wispy, tingling sensation cascade against your tongue, hitting you in the back of the throat before resting against your taste buds and absorbing into your frame as a wash of happiness that isn't your own goes over you and fills you with memories that you know aren't yours, but leaves you in a place that is one of glee. The soul filling you up as you do it, leaving you in a out-of-body kind of sensation as you just lie down and look up towards the ceiling.
Can I close the box?
Yeah.
Yeah, close the box and put it back in my bag as I lay on my back looking at the ceiling.
So the rest of the group. Asteron just kind of left for a moment.
Actively trying to ignore whatever the hell is happening.
What is he doing in there?
Not
I don't wanna
interested
fucking
in
know.
that.
All you guys know is he just left the room.
I would investigate, but I don't want to leave
Never.
the bath. It's like the most comfortable I've been since I've got here.
Taking these creatures with us would mean likely dooming them to a fate worse than they have now.
No, they can leave
Would
and go
it?
to Tillith too. It will be fine. Shut up. It will be fine.
Taking
I
them
don't think
with us to
anything-
the tower
Shut
would
up.
not be fine.
It will be fine.
I don't think anything could be worse than being here. They have to live in a literal shitbox.
At least they're alive. If they come with us to the tower, there's a good chance they may not be after it.
They don't even have to be out. They could literally hide in someone's bag.
Yeah.
And if that person goes down,
No one's gonna go down. Everyone's gonna be fine. Everyone's gonna be fine.
if you're willing to take the risk with someone else's life like that,
Can't hear you. Everyone's gonna be fine.
I can't hear you over how fine we are. I'm gonna turn to Leah again. What do you think? Hearing all of this, what do you want us to do?
She would think long and pause before saying anything. As much as what I want is valid in this conversation, I'm afraid I can't suggest this rash line of thought. If anything, if it doesn't work, it just leads us in a much worse position than we already are.
You'd rather stay.
I want to save you, but I understand that it cannot be you.
But not suggesting we steal them away or anything. It's literally just ask. At
I mean,
worst,
after an hour
nothing
call
comes of
here,
it.
so we have to ask.
No, we don't.
But Astron's word means nothing to them. I'm pretty sure they hate him the most.
And everyone.
I'm so happy over here.
Can't hear you, go away.
I know. I'm just mumbling to myself in the other room.
I could literally use a listen roll and probably hear you, and I'm not even.
I mean, you go talk to whoever you need to talk to.
We could at least try talking to them. Just give it a shot. I feel
I'm
really
saying-
If they
bad
don't
knowing
want
that we
to,
could have
if they would
tried.
rather stay and go with us, then what's the point?
The door
They
would
clearly don't.
open as you see on the other side an exasperated, forgot his name for a moment, Kohil.
No, not him again.
Love this guy. I love him. No.
No.
Is there a reason I am being summoned here?
Okay, player to player. Am I asking or am I not?
You're asking.
Yes, you're asking. You're fucking asking.
Is it most in favor of asking?
Yes,
Ask.
the only one
Yes.
who's against is Rycor.
And no
Oh,
one
right,
gives a
cool.
shit what he wants anymore.
Oh yeah, at the moment, everyone's kind of anti-Rycor, so...
I'm not. Hey, come on.
Yeah, you're not. Everyone else is.
I'm fine.
Kind of neutral, but that's beside the point.
Right.
As characters, you basically said we're gonna ask at the very least, so do it.
Yeah.
What would be the possibility of taking them, and I gesture behind me to the two Gish women, with us? Me, specifically, with me.
It hasn't even been an hour and you've grown that much of a liking to them.
They're very helpful.
This situation would call for the owner to speak to you about it, not I.
Who's their owner?
the man that goes by Zakim.
Well, I'd like to talk to him then.
Very well. I will make the arrangement.
Thank you.
He nods as he turns and leaves out the door once again.
See? Good
It's
so
just me.
far.
Did that go better than I ever thought it would go?
That's because you've all been so negative. Or if you do nothing but complain about how, no, it's not gonna work. Just say it's gonna work, and it'll work.
Yeah, you gotta be positive.
Positivity makes the world go round.
Mr.
Shut
I
up,
don't
your
want
Blaze.
to the room. It's nice in here.
So just,
What was that, Chris?
This is a guy who doesn't want to leave the bathtub because it's nice. Everything else is terrible.
yeah, because it's nice and good in there, and it's not nice and good everywhere else.
So literally, if you weren't in the bath, you would be just as negative as all of the rest of us.
Not as but yeah, a bit. It helps.
It's the bath.
It helps.
So the time passes before eventually the door opens again with another one of these creatures, though this one seems to be a lot leaner in his physical form. His movements not as rigid and militaristic, walking more with a swagger as he leans into the room, hands pocketed, wearing a very lavish and, you assume, expensive dress. So, I see that my presence was required with the newly ordained bearer of the flames. Congratulations to you, he says as he puts his hands to his chest and bows, then brings his head up first before the rest of his body.
Well, I quite like your slaves. They've been very helpful.
Ah, yes. Leah and Nora. Crowd favorites, those two.
I'd also like to take them with me.
Oh. Taken a personal liking to them, have you?
Yes, I have.
Well, as entertaining the idea of our first bearer taking a liking to my slaves, I think I'm sorrowed to inform you that I've actually had plans to transfer their ownership to someone else. I mean, that is unless you plan on outbidding the man.
Oh,
Oh no.
different kind of bid than money, don't you think? Can't say I understand all of your customs, but think about the strengthening of your reputation it would be to assist this important position. Bearer of the flame, you said it was? Think about that. It'll help your
Take it away,
reputation so much.
I can do it. I can do it.
Value in the long run as opposed to value in the short run, you know?
He's cute. Cute. So what exactly is it that you're offering? He says as he gestures to himself and then flourishes his hand outwards.
I definitely ordered a Sean Gilmore dupe. Thank you. Who is he talking to? Is he talking to Akiyama or is he talking to me?
Anyone that speaks. He's addressing the group.
Take it away, fur boy. You're the big speakeasy.
I don't actually have anything to offer him, I think the
You
most
should
expensive,
probably talk.
the most expensive thing I have on me is a bottle of wine.
How expensive is the wine?
I think it is around 300 gold.
How much?
Pirate.
Has,
No!
How much has the other person bid?
He would grin as he would look towards Fayana in the room. 200.
200.
200 of what?
Bodies.
I'm sorry.
Live ones?
It'd be useless otherwise.
What do you want to use the
I'm
bodies
sorry,
for?
the currency is corpses?
The currency
Not unsettling.
the currency is actively not corpses because we just asked, and no, they're talking about slaves.
Yeah, 200 slaves for these two. That's what he's saying.
Oh my god.
I was in too much shock to hear the next bit.
Well, that's.
Though, the currency can be worked around if you give me something else interesting to work with.
And what is it that you find interesting?
Well, let's see if you have anything that can whet my palate. What are you offering?
Oh, look through what I've got. Look through my knowledges of what the fuck could help me out in this situation.
I only have gold. That's all I have.
I got us into this and I cannot fucking get us through it. I can't. I'm too dumb.
I've got money. I've got a bunch of random bullshit that I own. None of it's worth too much.
This is a train wreck!
Would gold be of any interest to you?
Oh my god.
Hardly.
Oh boy.
Fuck me then.
Oh boy.
What can I do?
Then I'm useless.
I mean, maybe they like wine. There's loads of it in the room.
Could I sense motive him?
Maybe
On
Astron
what
has something they want.
Well, like, could I sense motive to see if there's anything that he's particularly interested in the room that's already visible? So, because someone's got like some stuff.
I'll save you the trouble. He's not.
Shit.
He's just toying with us, probably.
I don't have anything to offer.
There's no way he's giving them up.
Rykor, do you have any suggestions?
He didn't even want to do this in the first place.
I know.
Said my piece, and I have a disdain for the buying and selling of slaves anyway.
You're not particularly interested in magical goods, are you?
As if you have any.
Got the healing stuff?
You have a stick with a stone in it.
That healing stuff?
He would just place a hand underneath his cheek, resting his shoulder and his other arm as he just looks at you bemused.
Right, right. Kind of hard to trade someone when they don't
Mm,
share any information on what they're interested in.
It's kind of hard to find interest in people that take me away from my home about my slaves.
oh, good. Goody, goody.
I'm sure. What if you left here and we had something that you would want more than anything else? But you'd never. You. Excuse me?
Promises.
Am I? I was simply saying if you just don't let us know what you want at all, you could be missing out on something.
What about a favor?
That's literally what fucking got us in here.
I know. Shush. I mean, I don't know.
When are you expected to leave?
Not exactly
What was it, in a
long
few
from now.
hours?
About that, yeah.
Since it seems like you all need more time to think about what it is that you need, I'll come back in an hour. Make your decision by then, and maybe we can work things out.
Great. Okay.
He would smile as he turns, looking at all of you and bowing before making his way out. As he stops, and while stopped, looking over towards Rygor, he smiles as he says, "It's good to meet another Disbane."
Oh, what now?
This Bane.
I just try to not react.
Try to A. Try to A. You used the wrong words, fucker.
Oh my god!
Can your buff bleed 33?
Oh God, no.
Oh God, no.
So what does Akiyama sense of your reaction, or inner reaction to this?
Shock mostly.
Yes, he would raise a hand towards his chest again and bowing specifically towards Riker before leaning back up and heading out.
What was that Disbane thing about?
It's my surname.
Oh. So he's,
And he would know it.
implying that he's
now?
related to you.
I don't think so. I think he was implying that he knew one of us before.
Right.
Have I come down yet?
Calm
Nope.
down.
Okay, cool. Lucy,
Well-
sky with diamonds.
I think we need to find some kind of idea of what to offer. Because I'm gonna be.
Rick.
I was hoping your kind of title alone would get us through that. Clearly,
Apparently not.
yeah, I don't think he cares too much for it.
Oh, that's what they look like.
I tried to tell you.
Should we at least go get Asteron and let him know what's going on?
Should
So
we?
he's not completely clueless.
Does it matter?
Does it matter?
It does. I think it matters. So he doesn't come out of that
Then
room completely
you go get
clueless
him.
as to what. All right, I will. I go into the room looking for Asteron. High off his ass.
Make a spot
Literally
check.
walking into a room where someone could just be masturbating, and we wouldn't know.
Amazing.
Okay, I'll
We're
make
taking
a
a
spot
big old
check.
shit on a bed, and we wouldn't know.
All right, what's my spot first of all?
The ultimate
Fucking-
plan.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. This is not gonna go well.
Spot check for bed shitting.
I'm
Go.
gonna laugh so hard if you can't even see him on a bed. With
He's
your
not
spot.
on the bed.
Oh, is he not?
No, that's why he wrote a hide check. So, as you look into the room, you don't see him immediately on this large bed that seems to be in the middle of the room. You take a couple of moments before you find his tail swashing about behind the bed. And when you make your approach, you look in horror as you see Asteron currently clawing at his neck and wrapping his tail around himself as he's convulsing on the ground. And with that, that's where we're gonna end our session.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nice!
He OD'd.
You spent that whole time fucking dying. I'm
Awesome!
sorry. What?
So
We
thank
made-
you guys for watching.
Yep.
We're gonna catch you guys next week for week 11 of Empire of the Lost Next. To see exactly what Asteron got himself into. Holy bejeebies. So,
I mean,
No choice making here.
remember...
So glad I went to look at him. You guys don't give a shit.
Yeah, he was gonna die. So, thank you guys for watching. You remember, you can follow me at NxT Gamer on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter to continue updates on everything that's going on for Requiem and other games of its ilk. We also have a new D&D 5e based off of Fire Emblem on Wednesday that we got running at 10:35. So, if you're into 5e and Fire Emblem, you can catch that. Or on YouTube when I upload it eventually. But thank you guys for watching. We're heading out. Peace.
Oh my
Bye.
gosh, that was amazing!
You fuck.
Ah!
That whole
You
time
fucking
you were